Cheers, guys.
So speaking of Victoria's Secret, will I be able to see your Victoria's Secret later on today?
I haven't had it, and she kind of throwing it at me. It's like, nah, because I'm not gonna be that guy.
Why don't you call the girlfriend?
Oh, because the first thing they say is like, oh, you've always been too good for him. He ain't shit. He's a piece of shit. He's this.
Oh, you know one, guys.
Absolutely. I mean, I've actually gotten out on a hike with somebody and been like, wow, you don't do this. You're really out of shape.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. Here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys and we ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to us on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I really can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. I'm going to start putting more stuff on the site because I know everybody wants to support. But you can always hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy. How we living?
Yo, we're good. What's going on?
Man. All right, question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. Someone actually, while I was out, asked me this question because they wanted me to ask this question. So I figured I'd ask it, and we'd hit up some ladies and figure this one out. If someone doesn't want kids, should they get married?
The one person?
Yeah, I mean, or even both people. Say in a relationship, everything's going good, but neither one of y'all want kids.
Yeah.
Do you think that marriage has to happen?
I don't think it has to happen, but if it's important enough where you talked about if you're going to have kids or not, then obviously you're going to have that conversation of, does she want to get married? Does he want to get married or not too? That goes with it.
What would be the point of getting married though then? I mean, so we could share last name. I mean,
marriage isn't only about having kids. Some like we've talked about a long time ago on the show, girls want their ring and their story to be fulfilled, whether it's with kids or not. You know, you could still get married.
Disney.
I mean, it's still. I mean, I know some people that are married with no kids. It's obviously been discussed before that they don't have any kids. No one's just going to get married and then say, "Oh, well, I thought you wanted it." It's a big question to ask first before or to discuss first before doing it.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, I sat back and thought about this, and I was like, I mean, like sometimes, and I guess this is not all times, of course not, but things start to get difficult after the marriage, and I have no idea why is that. And, you know, like, would it have, and granted, it might not have been the same, it might not, you know, in this, that, or the third. But my idea of it was, you know, should they have took on that step and
knowing problems could arise?
Yeah.
But seeing a perfect world, like we always say, if a couple getting married, the only thing really left is the paperwork. They're good for life, or everything been discussed, but that's not the case for a lot of people. No, some people jump the gun too early. Yeah. And then the problems that arise, they feel different about it after.
Yeah, you know? Because if you never jump the gun, you know.
But then the other question is, would those problems have came up whether you got married or not? Let's say, you know, someone proposes a year or two in the relationship, they get married, then 3 years later, there's problems. Yeah. But who's to say that
those problems weren't foreseen events coming
like
regardless?
If they were just dating and boyfriend, girlfriend for 5 years, then the problems come up, then it still would have came up.
All right,
a lot of factors: money, job, how you feel, lifestyle.
I feel like money is like the biggest factor, bro. And no offense, like it's kind of like what we say in basketball and football: winning does what? Cures
all.
It cures everything. Now, I'm not saying money cures everything, but I think, you know,
makes things easier.
I mean, I think there's less things to be fighting about, less things to be stressed out. Like, you know, it's an alleviation. All right, let's go. Here we are. See what Ash is up to.
Hello.
Hey, what up? Ash. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm here with Coy. Coy said what's up to Ash.
What's going on?
Bring her back in. Tony. What are you up to?
Just working, you know me. Gotta pay the bills.
Hey, see?
Somebody has to.
And that's what I'm talking about. Coy, that's what I'm talking about, Coy.
Somebody indeed has to.
She got to pay the bills. Man,
Yeah, right.
are you looking for a Stedman? I may know a couple.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm still gonna work so I have my play money.
No, I'm saying a Stedman. Are you looking for a Stedman?
Damn.
He doesn't want to work.
Oh hell no!
You see how the tables have turned.
No, even if I have one, I'd be like, no, you could still spoil me, but I'm gonna make my own money so I can spoil you and still have extra fun.
Okay.
Like, come on,
All
girl.
right. You're good. Media trained. She dodged that one. All right. So my question to you is, say two people don't want kids. Do you think they should get married? Do you think marriage should always be on the table? Like, she doesn't.
I don't see why kids you have to get married to have kids. Like, I feel like it's just between them to, like, if they want that extra commitment where it's on, whether it's a piece of paper or just it's that extra mile for that person by value, under whatever it is. But, like, I don't feel like kids should be the deciding factor for if you're going to get married or not. But I know a lot of people feel that way, like, they're pregnant, okay, let's get married, because I feel like maybe they grew up in, like, a traditional household, but I don't think that should be the deciding factor, because it doesn't mean you're going to be happier because you got married because you have a child with that person. I think it should be fully based on what you two want, and if that's, if you want that deeper commitment, then why not? But I don't think kids should be the deciding factor or reason, because a lot of marriages still fail or you're still unhappy in that.
Yeah. No, I like that. I agree with that. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like people, equate marriage with kids.
They do. I feel like that's what we were raised with.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like growing up in school, like, that's what they also drilled into your head. Think about just like that commitment, and then you got to be married to have kids. So I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to get married first before they have kids.
Yeah,
but it's not going to change anything. If you guys aren't stable now, it's not going to be any more stable when you have a child. Or if you can't get the commitment now, you're not going to get that commitment with the child there.
All right, let me ask you another question real quick. Do you think the piece of paper fucks up some shit sometimes?
I do. I feel like some people get in their head about it. Or like in my situation, or not my specific situation, but I know like a lot of my guy friends have been, they do it just to appease their woman, but then like it freaks them the hell out. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I think to them or whoever, just it freaks out, like they are like, oh shit, it's on paper, this is forever. Even though you can't get out of it, obviously, but it's like that foreverness freaks them out, or not being able to have like their full independency or freedom. I feel like does freak out a lot of people. Even though you should still be able to have that in a marriage if you have a good relationship.
Well, we know couples that have been together a long time and aren't married, but they're super happy. It's not like we look at them any differently than a couple that is married, right?
Right. I think it just depends on you, like what you grew up with.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know a lot of people that just do like a commitment ceremony. They get rings for each other, but like under the law, they're not married.
Yeah.
And, like, that's, like, a lot of my cousins are doing that. They're like, fuck the government. Like, you're not going to, you don't need to know. But they did have a ceremony, got rings for each other, did all that stuff. And I think that's fine, too. It's just kind of whatever works better for you guys. And I think maybe even just, like, commitment ceremony, going that little extra step. I don't know. I think it really just depends on who you're with and what you were raised or brought up with.
Yeah. I like that. I didn't think about that. A commitment ceremony. Okay.
You never heard of it?
I've never heard of it.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never heard of
Is
it.
that like the
yeah.
marriage minor leagues?
I just feel like
Like, do people like say, "Oh, you got one of those," or is it frowned upon? I mean, I don't know.
like
I don't know how it works.
because it's not like legally binding. Like it is. It's not legally binding, but it's more of like a spiritual kind of thing.
Okay.
I know a lot of people do it where it's like you're still being bonded by some type of higher power, spirituality, or whatever they want to do. But I mean, like you still have that a sense of freedom, I guess.
Whatever
But,
works
I mean,
for them too, like you said, as long as both, discuss,
Yeah,
and
and
she's just not saying it, but really feels like she wants the ring, and her friends really know.
I mean, hell, I want a ring. We don't have to get married, but if you want to be committed to me forever, why not? I want something to rock to show these bitches, like, look what my man got me.
Damn, the show off. Okay, let me ask you this: do you want to get married?
If it's the right person, I do. That's just like I grew up in the household, like where marriage was a big thing, but I don't necessarily need to get married. Like I know I want to have a family. Like I want to have a family. That's my thing. Like I want to have kids and a person that is my person. It doesn't like I don't have to be married if they don't want to get married, but we want to do something that,
How many kids do you want?
2 max.
Okay.
I used to want a lot, and then no, thank you. Give me twins.
Our grandmas had like 8 or 9. You're like, whoa, how was that possible back then?
Oh no, my granny had 14.
God.
My dad was one of 14. Okay, like he said there was nothing to do in that time. I don't care if there's nothing to do. I'm not going to be just popping out babies. Like hell no. Like I got plenty of time. I'll go freaking just play in the dirt. I don't care. Like, I'm not having 14 children.
14.
Yeah. Now you see why my family's crazy.
Damn.
They're married.
One of 14.
Jeez. Yeah. No, thank you.
They all think I'm her.
Give me
favorite.
twins
I'm
and I'll be
favorite.
done. Like I'll be stoked.
Get them all out at the same time.
Ah, damn. Was that okay? I see. Was that one after another?
What?
What's the age?
Yeah.
group
What was the
between-
age gap?
Oh, there's tons of age gaps. I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
I think, because like there were just the kids. Some are coming out of the house. Some are being born.
Damn. Was it okay? Was it like triplets, twins?
Nope, all singles, not damn twins.
Damn.
And my papa was a twin, and skipped a generation.
Oh.
And so that's why my generation, the first cousin from my papa's side, had twins. So I'm like, hey, let's get lucky. Give me 2 and be done.
Damn. I like that.
Pop them out.
I like that. All right, we appreciate you. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna text you later.
Sounds good. Have a good day, guys.
All right.
Thanks. See ya.
Later.
Bye.
If you can have 2, let's say 1 and then 2 or 3 years later versus having twins, what do you think the benefits are?
I mean, I don't know if there's.
Like the second one, you're not going to get hit with inflation if you have the twins right from the beginning.
No, I don't know if there's such thing as inflation, but yeah, no. I don't know why he called me. I was just calling him back, see what's up. I don't let it go. Cool, perfect. Let me call. Yeah, let me call Jessica. See if she's free.
Hello.
Hey. What up? What you up to?
Nothing. I just took my dogs for a walk.
Damn. All right, well, I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Jessica.
Jess?
What's up, Coy?
All right, question of the day. Since you hang around a lot of scallywaggers, let me ask you this. If 2 people aren't really interested in having kids, do you think they should get married?
If 2 people are not interested in having kids, should they get married? I mean, you don't just get married to have kids.
Yeah, but, I mean, isn't it what's kind of all based upon?
No. What the hell?
I'm just saying, I think, in And
Is that what you've been waiting for? That explains a lot.
I mean, well, put that down. I mean, look what I'm saying is a lot of times people get married to have kids. Like, I mean, what's the rush to me? You know.
Well, if that's the case, then what's going on with all these people having kids and not being married?
I mean, I have a bone to pick with that one too, but I mean, I'll leave that alone.
No, I think that's actually good if there's two people that don't want to have kids genuinely and get married. I mean, getting married is different for everybody. You're not wrong. There are probably some people who get married because they want to take certain steps to have kids and then, you know, get a house, the whole white picket fence, whatever. But there's people that just want to get married and neither one really wants to have kids because they want to travel together or whatever, or it's just a commitment. Some people get married for financial reasons.
You know, we can cut this in half if we both together. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything, but we can cut this in half.
You should get married to have kids. That's definitely not what you should get married for.
Tax purposes.
I mean, we have friends, mutual friends that have been married for a while now. They're barely having their first kid. I mean, I don't think they got married to have kids. I think they got married because they wanted to be together.
Yeah, they got time to. They had time to think about it, do it the right way.
Yeah. I mean, if you could definitely have it planned out, like the perfect scenario, I would definitely say date somebody, then get married and not have kids for a few years so you guys can travel or whatnot, or do it the opposite way. Like,
what's a
I
few
had
years?
kids young.
Just in case. I just want to know. What's a few years?
Maybe like 3 or 5 years. But
5 years? You think a woman is going to wait 5 years for no kids?
Well, I think it depends on when they've gotten married, though. And I have girlfriends that are the same age as me, if not older, that don't have kids. Like, they are good on waiting still because they want to still do what they want to do.
Do I know them?
Wow.
I mean,
Yes, you do.
Wow.
But like I said, it could be one way or the other. I had kids young, but I feel like now we're at an age to appreciate like what to do with our money. So now, like the traveling and stuff, it's just better, and we don't still have to have kids later.
Man,
like my kids are almost grown.
Man, traveling way better right now.
Yeah, the older you get, the more like you realize what to spend your money on. I mean, I can't even like think of how much money you and I spent on partying and at the bar when we were younger.
I don't even want to talk about that.
We could have probably gone to so many more places.
That damn Taco Tuesday. God.
That bar tab in the morning does nothing to you in the morning. Nothing to show for.
No, nothing to show for, and I'm still in the same place.
No, I mean, and I think a lot of the younger generation today too is different. I have younger girlfriends who want to spend, you know, like a K on their birthday to go get an Airbnb and buy bottle service. I'm like, bitch, I would have been at Tulum already like twice.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Right. Let's get on a plane somewhere now.
But it's just different. It's different for everybody. I don't know. But no, I think they should definitely get married if they don't want to have kids and they just want to get married. I think that's fine.
What do you get? I mean, I guess what?
What about the people that get pregnant and then they rush the marriage just to knock it out before the baby comes out? Like we've seen it in shows and movies, right?
That's stupid.
Does that ever work out?
Why
like I'm pregnant, so
that goes with like, doesn't that go with more
tradition?
Is it religion? Like some people want to be married before?
I don't think so. I think there's also those people, because, you know, there's those scenarios where like people are already together for like 3 years or 4 years or whatever, and then they're planning on getting married, and then they just so happen to get pregnant right before they're about to have their wedding. Like, that's one thing. But for people who get pregnant and then they're like, oh, we should get married, like that is the dumbest thing ever.
Because they think like we're having a kid together, let's just be together forever, and we will if we get married.
No, that makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know. I mean, if you had a car and something was broken on it, would you throw the whole car away? Like what?
Damn, not equating a woman not equating a woman being pregnant to a car that's broken. I'm sorry. You're not gonna take me out on that edge.
And then let's move forward.
Damn, she just equated to a woman being pregnant.
Or the ones that just want to do it so their parents, you guys got married, then you had the kid. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm not doing
absolutely
none of
not.
that.
And I mean, I have respect for the guys that think that they should marry females that they knocked up. For sure, I appreciate that. But at the same time, sometimes you're just making a bad situation worse. If anything, I would rather see a man say, hey, you know what? Like, I know this happened, but obviously, you know, we're not ready to be together for life based off of A, B, and C, but I promise you that I will help you financially with this kid till we figure that out, or whatever the case may
Still
be.
gonna
Like,
be good parents to them.
Oh yeah. You can be amazing co-parents.
Yes, exactly. Co-parent does not mean that you need to go ruin your life and somebody else's child.
She said it.
Ruin. That is not going to be me. I'm not saying those words.
I'm just saying, like, you can co-parent. It takes a very mature person to co-parent, for sure. It's not for everybody, but I mean, it's definitely doable.
And we're just talking about the couples that accidentally did it, but they're not together. But there's couples that are together and they accidentally do it, and then the question of should we get married right away after arises. But you don't have to.
Yeah, no.
You could still be together, fine, and then when the time is more right, then get married.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think I don't know what the issue would be or what you'd be worried about, but I mean, even if you're worried about your kid asking later on, like, if you're still with that person, why does it matter when you got married? I'm just saying, like, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have been together X amount of times, and they've never been married, and they have kids and everything.
I'm with her.
They're still together.
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn.
Still together.
Same.
Happily.
It works.
Happily.
Yeah.
It's whatever works for your situation.
Yes.
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like sometimes that whole marriage thing puts the damper on the relationship.
I think it just depends on who you're with, honestly. To be real with you, like, not to ruin anyone's outlook on marriage, but being married is just a piece of paper. Like, it's all a frame of mind. If you already have a healthy relationship on how you guys are together, that should not change just because now you're legally married. What the hell is the difference?
And if it's not healthy, that paper's not going to help you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'll show you. Show me what? Show me what? What are you trying to show me?
Some people are not stable enough, I feel like, to be in a relationship, and then some people you just have to work things out. But that's everybody. I mean, you guys are like best friends as well. You're not always on 100%. Like, some days, I'm sure Coy has a bad day. Sometimes Chris has a bad day, or you're just not in the mood to fuck with people. Like,
a lot of people say I have a lot of bad days. If you ask my buddy Diddy, he'll tell you. I'm like, damn.
It happens with everybody. There's no difference from when you're with a female. Like, sometimes she has a bad day, sometimes you have a bad day. It's just whether or not you guys are going to work through it or whatever. I mean, it's not always rainbows and sunshine, but that's any friendship, relationship. I mean, do you get along with your parents 24/7? No.
Absolutely.
Do you get along with your siblings 24/7? No.
It's true. I like that.
That's just the way it is. I probably have like 3 people I could say in my entire life that I've never really felt some type of way about, argument wise or anything else. And
the Lord, and who else?
Who?
The Lord, God, Jesus,
God, my dog, and
I can't stand you. Yeah.
my stylist.
Damn, even sometimes, hey, she might fuck up on the cut. Might put her on timeout. All right, I'm gonna let you go though. But I appreciate you so much. I'll text you later. We'll figure out next week.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks,
All right,
Jess.
All right, bye.
This guy keeps calling back. Let me call him one more time. See what's up. Another's burning down. So I hope not.
Phone tag. You're
It does, yeah, bruh, for real.
You're it.
For real. All right. Anyways,
Send him a text, please.
I do all the time, bro. Trust me. I'm sending you text. Nah, texts go out immediately. Trust me.
Hey,
Hey, how we doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. I'm here with Koi Koi. Say what's up.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Coy. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, thanks.
All right. So, question of the day. This is what we want to
Right.
know. If two people don't want to have kids, should they still get married? God, Nina, let me call you back in like 30 seconds. I got to figure out what this guy
Okay.
wants.
Ask him
All
if he
right,
reads
bye.
text.
Okay, bye.
Oh, let me go this and this. Hey, don't say anything. You're on the podcast. You keep calling. What's up, my guy?
I just missed you.
Motherfucker Spenny. All right, Spenny, you know what?
I missed your voice.
Anyway, Spenny, good question since you're on the podcast. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up, Spenny.
What's up, man?
Spenny, my question to you now. Everybody knows you're getting married, so the question is...
The question is, who's around you first before you... I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure he's good. Who you with? You by yourself? You in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the car.
Okay, perfect. Why? Let me ask you this real quick. Why are you getting married? If you can answer that, I guess. Like,
Oh, man. I'm not trying to get this deep on a Thursday.
bro, you got to. I mean, let me explain something to you. Because the question is marriage anyway. So, but my question to you is like, why? What was your whole reasoning?
Cliff Notes is fine.
Well, let's just say like nothing was rushed. So if I have any advice to anybody thinking about getting married, just don't rush it.
Damn, I like that. Nothing was rushed. Hell yeah.
I mean, I can get into the reasons why
Yeah, I want to
we're
know.
getting married.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, but my advice is just don't rush it. And I think you should live with your significant other for I would say at least a year before you even
No
think about getting
secrets.
married.
No secrets.
At least a year. I like that.
You got to know what you're getting into.
Do you think a lot of people don't?
I think people rush it, man. They get married or they get engaged within 8 months, and then they're married the next year.
Shit, yeah.
Too fast.
Yeah, that is true. I know.
I barely even know you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let me ask you guys this.
Go ahead.
What is the amount of time until you truly know who somebody actually is?
7.
Damn, 7.
5 to 7
You
years.
think 7 years?
I think 5. I think at least 5 years. I mean, trying to get to know someone, I think you have to build, and the first year maybe honeymoon. Second year is kind of like we're starting to tear down the walls and I'm starting to start figuring you out. Third year, we know the quirks. We're fighting. We have our little bickerments and everything. Fourth year, I'm like, damn, we've been through a lot. I want to get down on one knee, propose. Fifth year, we get married. Right?
I mean, but it's where you are in your life too.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I mean, if you're older and you guys know what you want, maybe it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
But you definitely want to get to know who that person truly is.
How long have your wife been together?
7 years.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See,
But again,
you ain't got to call me Dan Marino or nothing.
That person has to help you get better and get to the next level. So if they're not doing that,
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
If they're not doing that, then there's no point of being in a relationship. That's what relationships are: is getting each other better. That's why whether it's a friendship, whether it's a physical relationship, the idea of a relationship is to get each other to the next level.
How many times do you think people get married without living with each other first, and then the first time they're together at the place, like, whoa, I didn't know that about you?
I think it happens all the time.
Find that out first, fellas and girls.
But, yeah, I mean, it's you don't want to marry. I mean, it's a lifetime commitment, so you're just rushing it. It could get ugly fast. That's all I'm gonna say.
Were you weren't rushed, but were you kind of pressured by the other side family members.
I think it was natural. I think it was natural.
Yeah.
You know when you're ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that person helps you set up yourself and each other to, build a life, I think you just start. You know the time's right.
When you know.
Man, I like that.
We're getting deep, man. We're getting deep on Thursday.
This motherfucker's too
I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do this.
This guy's too media trained. Hey, all right. So, all right. Let me let you go, but I'll call you back right after. Nothing important though.
All right,
Nothing burning down.
Call me later.
All right, I'll call you later.
Call me later.
All right, bye.
Later.
Appreciate you, my guy.
All right.
Damn, that motherfucker had some good answers. That motherfucker had some good answers. I like that. All right, let's call my sister back. Hey, we back. Damn. Nah, that was Spenny. Your boy, Coy will admit too, Spenny had some good answers.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, our question to you was, if two people don't want kids, do you really think they should get married?
What does kids and marriage have to do with anything?
I mean, sometimes they're synonymous.
No, they're not mutually exclusive.
Is that the right word to use? Oh,
I had to look it up.
I mean, I feel as though, I will tell you this now, not everybody is supposed to have children. And they can love each other enough that, yes, if they want to get married, then they get married. I don't see what the problem is. There's tons of people who don't want children. And I actually know, I work out with a woman who, her and her husband, they decided that they didn't want children and they're married.
See? Happens.
I like that.
It happens. I think what happens these days is that society puts an imprint on us and we think that's what we need to do. At the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, we're someone who decides not to bring a life into this world, because they know that, hey, they may not want to, take care of another human, which is fine. It is okay not to have children. It is okay to be married and not have children. It is okay to live a life that you choose to live without having other people that you take care of.
Can always be the fun aunt and uncle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, we have aunts and uncles who do not have children.
Yeah,
and are married. And it's fine. They're very happy.
Motherfuckers always doing something fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Pulling a brand new BMW. I'm like, oh, that's what we doing now. It's money, baby. Gotta spend it.
What's he doing in Greece?
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah,
just living my life, nephew.
Exactly.
I'll bring you home a suit.
People need to stop thinking that, they have to, do what society tells them to do. Not everybody's supposed to have children. And for those who don't want to and have realized it, honestly, definitely kudos to them. Definitely kudos to them. And there's nothing wrong. Although people make it, I'm sure these individuals have been shamed because how dare they don't want children? What are they going to, what about their legacy? Not everybody's supposed to, their legacy is what they make of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And legends are born in October.
Easy, Jeter.
I'm just saying my birthday's in October. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, all right. I'm going to let you get back to work. I appreciate you as always.
Right.
I'll text you later.
Thank you.
All right.
I
Bye.
appreciate you. Bye.
Well, how many times do you think it happens where a guy and a girl together and they've been together for a while and they've both said they don't want kids and then one winds up wanting kids after, then what do you do? Like, does the other, but they really are in love with each other and they know they're going to be together.
I think then one
is it a fluid conversation?
Yeah, 100%.
We can reopen this.
I think you always table it because of the fact that, let me explain something. Sometimes and women tell me, 100% true, baby fever is real.
Yeah. You see the friends.
Yeah. So, I mean, let me put you like this. I always say, take them to like a kid's birthday then. 2-year-old, where they running around like.
But a lot of times, baby fever is seen through the lens of the good times of the babies. They're not there at night changing diapers, or they're not there with the sleepless,
the teething moments,
nights.
the terrible threes.
Throw up on the clothes, changing diapers.
Yeah, the screaming,
the finances that come with the kid.
Boy, we ain't talking about money. We definitely not gonna talk about money. That's a different thing. They say it gets cheaper as they get older. I don't believe that.
It gets cheaper. What do you get? Are you getting refunds on the first 18, 17 years? Are you getting kickbacks or not? The cost may be less after per year.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I said.
But nowhere are you getting reimbursed for anything.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you're right. All right, man. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening to it. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you download that Men Don't Know podcast app, I really can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open, like I said. Next month or two, I'll be adding a bunch of stuff on there. But hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. I can't thank y'all enough for rocking with me. We are going to start picking it up, doing a couple more episodes. We're going to figure it out. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Koi, man, we are out.
Speaking of Victoria's Secret, will I be able to see your Victoria's Secret later on today?
I haven't had it, and she kind of throwing it at me. It's like, nah, because I'm not gonna be that guy.
Why don't you call the girlfriend?
Oh, because the first thing they say is like, oh, you've always been too good for him. He ain't shit. He's a piece of shit. He's this.
Oh, you know when a guy's...
Absolutely. I mean, I've actually gotten out on a hike with somebody and been like, wow, you don't do this. You're really out of shape.